Hello. Oh, wow. Wasn't really expecting that to happen. If you have found this new live stream today here on the Zwift Run Channel, well done. We've had a little bit of a clash of the streams, let's call it. Because some of you may already know, but Clive Finnemore was running a marathon today on Zwift. He started much earlier in the afternoon and was coming towards the end of it, but he was live streaming that. And then when I started my scheduled live stream, it all got in a bit of a muddle, I think. Initially it wouldn't let me, and then when I picked a new stream key, it then started showing Clive's run under my live stream. So I've no idea how that all works and whether you can even stream two live streams from the same channel at the same time. I think that's a lesson learned from all of us. And I can see Clive's in the chat. I'm sorry for you, Clive, because I guess you were coming towards the end of your marathon there. Great job, by the way. A marathon on a Saturday afternoon. And I can see Sebastian's in the chat as well. Hello, Sebastian. So, big apologies for anyone that was watching Clive and then suddenly all the streams got muddled up. I hope that didn't ruin things too much for you. So if you are watching, then do drop a comment in the chat, say hello. And I am doing Run in the Park here on a Saturday afternoon in a cold south of England. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon, at least, things are going to start warming up and then going to be warm in the lead up to next weekend and Christmas. But it's probably going to rain as well. But we're doing Run in the Park. As you can see, there's not a lot of people around with us. They're way ahead. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm just impressed. This is my third week here on the Zwift Run Channel. For any of you that are new to seeing me here, third week, we're doing a regular Saturday slot. And I have done live streaming on Zwift before, over on my own YouTube channel called Here We Are Running. And I just knew that it wouldn't be too long before we had technical issues. And today's the day. We didn't have any technical issues in the first 2 weeks, so that was pretty good. So I hope everything else is going okay. I hope you can see me and hear me good. So Stephen's saying, wouldn't be the same without a technical issue. Speed session? You know what? I probably would fancy a speed session, but I have been out already today on the trails, snowy, hilly trails, out there today on the North Downs Way for 10 miles, 16 kilometres. So I don't know. We'll go at this pace for a little while, and then we'll see. Don't want to wreck the legs ahead of tomorrow. Hoping to get out again tomorrow. So we'll see how we go. So P. Hayward, is that Paul? Sorry if I got that wrong. Saying, just had my shower. Clive, you look different. Sorry about this. So we've all learned something about live streaming today. Don't overlap live streams. So what I didn't realise when I started this Saturday slot was that there aren't actually a lot of events to choose from on a Saturday afternoon. So this is the second time we've done Run in the Park. We did the race last weekend, and I think the next 2 weeks, maybe, certainly next week, they've got the Zwift Run Festival where every hour you can pick the distance you want to run from a mile up to a marathon. I'm not going to be doing a Christmas marathon this year on Zwift. My legs are definitely not up for that. But yeah, so next weekend we will have a lot more choice of both time and which event to enter and which distance to run. So that'll be something a little bit different. But there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of choice on a weekend where there's nothing special going on Zwift. So Clive is just filling us in on the World Cup 3rd and 4th place playoff final, and it was 2-1 to Croatia. I was watching a little bit of that, going between that and Clive's marathon in the lead up to this, and yeah, second Croatia goal was very good, but I was secretly hoping that Morocco would do it, but not quite. The big one tomorrow, France and Argentina. So I think I'm gonna be going for Argentina. I'd like to see Messi get the one trophy he hasn't got yet. And France did win the last World Cup, didn't they? So I would like Argentina to win this one. Having said that, if France win it, then at least England were then beaten by who were the reigning and the new world champions, if that happens tomorrow. So big night of football tomorrow. And I wonder, how is everyone's preparations for the holiday period? Who's working next week? Who, like me, a big smug grin on my face, has got the week off? So I've got 2 weeks off work now, which is fantastic. Managed to save up enough leave to use the rest of it up over next week and the 3 days between the Christmas period and the New Year period. So looking forward to that. So Stephen saying, well done, make humanity great team, for the marathon that they've just done. And Beth, who was running that, will get her Zwift marathon badge. So well done to Beth. First marathon on Zwift. So whilst I am having time off of work, got quite a busy week coming up next week, but I am going to try and get out and improve my frequency of running, because it has been very stop and start over the last half a year. So this is an opportunity now to try and get back to something normal, and then that'll be ahead of training for some sort of goal race in the spring. Still not made my mind up on that. We're going to give it a good think over the next couple of weeks, but really sort of deciding to begin training, even though I don't really know what I'm training for, just base building to begin with. And that's sort of starting as of today, really, with that long hilly trail run, and now this much shorter run, 5 kilometers. Right, shall we speed up? Shall we see if we can catch anybody up? We are a little way off the back of the pack here. Let's speed up a little bit. We've got we've got 3 kilometers left, haven't we? So yeah, Clive saying my New Year's resolution should be higher weekly mileage. It absolutely should be. Absolutely. Started off the year 2022 training for the Brighton Marathon, building up that weekly mileage. Probably even though it was my best marathon to date, probably not the volume during that I would have really liked. But then as soon as that was over and done with, the volumes just dropped off considerably. So this is the time of the year to try and get into a regular routine. And I don't know about you, but certainly for me, I need to be training for something, some sort of goal race to really convince myself to get out the door or get on the treadmill. As I say, it looks like after a real cold period that we've had, 2-3 weeks now, things are going to start warming up from tomorrow afternoon. Normally my weekends, as I probably mentioned before, I spent very much taking kids to football matches. Can't remember the last actual football match on a weekend that either of my two boys have played because of all the cancellations with frozen pitches and then snowed-filled pitches. And even the older one, who trains on a 3G pitch, artificial grass, that couldn't go ahead outdoors yesterday because the snow's still on it and it's all frozen. So the coach gave them a workout indoors in a gym doing circuits. Never seen a group of teenagers work so hard in a gym. Quite incredible to watch. So Stephen's asking me a technical question there. What streaming software do I use? I use OBS, Stephen. And Clive saying the weather's turning for the worst tomorrow. Great. I thought it was going to rain tomorrow and then get a little bit warmer though. But I guess it's how much it rains. Yeah. Well, if it is too wet tomorrow, I'll try and get on the treadmill at some point. So anybody else out there, are you going to be upping your volume over the holiday period? Or do you go absolutely the reverse? I think nobody sticks to what they are used to doing. They either increase it, like me, just because you get more time available, or you decrease it because you want to spend much more time with the family and stuff like that, and visiting people, and actually you end up getting less time. So yeah, will you be running more over the next couple of weeks or less? So Clive's saying high winds and thunderstorms on the way with a cold front fighting against a warm front. That's never good, is it? It's never good for winds. So my older son, who plays football on Sunday, their match is Sunday early afternoon, pitch inspection at 10 a.m. I can't see it going ahead. I think it's going to be still too cold at that point. The pitch won't afford out. So Clive's hoping to keep his weekly mileage up to 100k per week in his preparations for Arc of Attrition next month. that been your peak distance? Has it, Clive? 100k a week? And Clive's son is currently at football. So you must have... Is that artificial or is that on grass? If it's on grass, your snow down that way must have cleared up a lot earlier than where we are here, because none of the grass matches have taken place at all. Some have on artificial grass, but that only works if someone comes out and clears all the snow off early on. Otherwise it just freezes. So we've got around to go, just over a mile to go left of this 5-kilometre run in the park today. So down in southwest England, it wouldn't be as cold as it is in southeast England because Clive's son's playing foot grass. We can't actually get anyone. There's still quite some distance off, aren't they? We're going faster than them. Oh wow, so down in Clive's neck of the world it's 10 degrees Celsius today. That's sunbathing. So I was hoping it would warm up like that here today, put the snow away, melt the ice away, and then the matches could happen tomorrow, but it's really looking like it's going to go to minus temperatures again tonight. And even in Harrogate, where the sun has been shining on it today, it's still solid. Right, 1 kilometres to go. So it looks like somebody dropped out and then they've come back, they're behind us again. But what's happening with the people ahead of us? Still quite ahead, even though they're currently going at sort of walking pace. Oh, that person directly ahead started late. And the other person's half a kilometre ahead. So I don't think we're going to catch them. It's been quite a lonely run out on this virtual world Zwift today. Sebastian. So Clive's just his marathon by the looks of it. Well done, Clive. I thought you might have finished it at the time the streams all got muddled up, but not entirely convinced. I've run this actual course before, so quite interesting. Not really a run in the park, more like a run around the coast on some sandy trails. Right, 4.5 minute per kilometre pace for the final half a kilometre. Get that heart rate going up a little bit at the end. Oh, we can see someone ahead of us walking. Cameras. Stephen's asking about cameras. I've got the Canon M50 up there, and I've got, it's not going to change over in time, but over the one that you see with the full screen is actually Tech webcam C920, I think. Unfortunately, whilst this camera gives a good picture normally, when you use it with the Canon EOS web utility, which I have to use when live streaming, the quality isn't great. Resolution's not quite as good as the camera can do, and also, well, I've noticed the front on view sometimes jumps a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's the camera, the software, the Canon software, or my live streaming software. I don't know. Haven't experimented enough. Fortunately, whilst the camera does have an HDMI output, it's not clean. So if I used it and autofocus in place, then you'd see a box around my face the whole time. Here we come to the finish. Stephen said the camera setup's perfectly acceptable. That's good to know. Right, let's slow down. Whew. So there we go. We got there in the end. All a bit of fun, all a bit of a learning experience. Where do we want to go here? There we go. So yeah, got there in the end, and for me that's about half marathon distance run in total today. So I'm happy with that. Can feel it a little bit in my legs. Clive's saying no marathon next Saturday. no. Hopefully everyone's eating lots, opening presents, and doing that sort of thing. Actually, when is Christmas Day? Is it Saturday or Sunday? I don't know. So Clive's saying an outdoor 10 mile on Christmas Eve. Yeah, so Christmas Eve's next Saturday. Clive's doing an outdoor 10 miler. And Stephen saying, and Chris and Clive for today. Thanks, guys. And thanks everyone for tuning and watching. We got there in the end, and we have learned about not live streaming at the same time in the future, I'm sure. Okay, guys, I'll leave you there. Have a great week. Enjoy any running that you do. If you're off work like me, enjoy getting out there, getting the runs done. And I will see you next Saturday afternoon. Watch out for which event we pick, which distance, which time. We'll make our mind up near the end of the week. But for now, guys, goodbye.